Budweiser's getting desperate, guys. Okay, so now they're trying to give away, well, at least a free yacht ride. Okay, so if you're on the yacht, you got with Bud Light. Apparently, they're trying to make that. They're trying to make that work. Big, bold move, I guess. Summer screams a long weekend at a lake or a trip to the shore. Bud Light hopes to make the trip extra memorable this summer. Sure thing, right? The beer giant partnered with a company called Get My Boat. Get My Boat. Get My Boat describes itself as the world's largest boat rental marketplace. I think of it as like Airbnb for powerboats, kayaks, jet skis, and other watercrafts. Boat rentals are available across the globe and can be rented by the day and in some listings the hour. Two companies are giving away the chance to win a captained yacht charter this summer. The winner even gets to pick the destination. Oh boy, hopefully it's somewhere that you can go, and if the cabin is properly stocked with Bud Light, it's not like they're hurting to find adequate supply. It's somewhere at least remote enough where you can drink it in private, where nobody will just go out and go, "Ha! Gay!" Nobody will be able to do that to you because you'll have your own chartered yacht this summer. How fantastic. Sweepstakes are open to customers who are 21 years of age or older. Bud Light says winners will be notified on August 14th, 2023. Fantastic. But what is it? What's that old saying? If nobody enters a contest and there's no names to pull out for being a winner, does anyone actually win the contest? Like, yo, man, they're trying everything except for just, I don't know, apologizing and respecting their core audience. No, because we've already heard. Okay, we've heard from Katarina Tucker, did that one yesterday. She works as a pop-up party planner, saying that nobody wants this shit anymore. Like 60% of demand is all the way through the floor. That's what you're hearing from the likes of the guys that are out there trying to shill this stuff. It's like, don't worry guys, it's not all that bad. It's funny. They will give you the information. They will give you the numbers as to how much Bud Light is out there. And it's like, oh no, don't worry. Sales aren't down all that bad, right guys? It's totally fine. And meanwhile, they're just punching air while they're in their sales vehicle, but they're never going to give you the financial dollars. And even if we are just simply going off of units shipped or volume sold, Modelo is already taking the #1 spot. At least in the short term, there is available room in order for Bud Light to maneuver and take back their crown by the end of the year. But if you also believe other reports that are out there, well, anticipate at least a 15%, I would argue higher pay cut going forward in the long term. All of the experts, all of the analysts in the industry paint a very terrible short and long-term outcome for the company that just wanted to send out one can, just wanted to have one post from a little tranny that was out there. But what is that tranny up to at this point in time? Well, I have no idea, man. Going through a Madonna type situation, like, okay, Bud Light, they may be going broke, but Bud Light kind of broke Dylan Mulvaney. It's weird, right? Because it just did the video on Tate, and Tate just kind of blew up overnight when it comes to popularity. And Mulvaney, well, everybody was like, wasn't that the dude that kind of went down to the White House and for whatever reason got an interview with the president? That was kind of fucking weird. But Dylan Mulvaney became a household name after being sponsored by Bud Light. So I would imagine just getting all of that smoke, all of that mostly negative smoke, even though it is Dylan, this is just a, for better or worse, a very charismatic Super Bowl that is just bouncing off of the walls at all points in time. It's one thing hawking Tupperware and trying to give it the big gay seal of approval, or dressing up like a kid's toy and getting sponsored by Hyatt or some shit like that, to being the guest of Mark Zuckerberg's Meta in order to go to the Tony Awards to pose with Tony the Tiger. That takes you from like a C-level status to all the way A status. Maybe that's what's to explain with this, I don't know, dyed hair and dyed eyebrows look. Like, I've used it on a couple of thumbnails recently, but it's a little bit more unsettling the longer you look at it. Anyways, is Kellogg's next? Well, it kind of looks like that. Or I don't know, that's just kind of a weird photo op to stage. Dylan Mulvaney goes blonde and poses with Tony the Tiger at the Tony Awards. Very original. I thought gays were more creative than that. Dylan Mulvaney, 26, proves blondes have more fun as she, posed with Kellogg's Tony the Tiger on her arms. The trans influencer appeared at the 76 Tony Awards. Magneta Oh, magenta carpet? Okay. At the United Palace Theatre on Sunday evening, wearing a black diamond embellished gown featuring a mesh corset that reveals her shoulders. Right. Mulvaney posed alongside Tony the Tiger, who swapped out his iconic red scarf with a customized bow tie featuring his name. Tony was a great gentleman. Interesting, because you also see that picture right there. Yeah, they're great. Referring to her balls. Fucking yuck. They posed for several photos, in exchanging smiles and laughs. The tiger will present unique gold-filled cereal bowls engraved with Kellogg's Frosted Flakes at the Tony's after party. Oh, great. Is one of the bowls going to be monogrammed with Dylan's initials? It'd be so nice. Tony is thrilled to celebrate all the amazing talent and present them with a new Tony moment after the curtain falls. Laura Newman, another man, senior director of brand marketing at Kellogg's Company, told Fansided. Fantastic. So you got a spokesperson directly from Kellogg's. Advertisement when, folks. Should Mulvaney's appearance with the iconic Frosted Flakes mascot hint towards a collaboration, Kellogg's could be headed to a controversial outcome. Yeah, because we've kind of seen how well this has gone. So that will be the least controversial picture that you're going to see out there. Not exactly a flattering angle. That just is like, okay. Got to work on that whole face app gimmick for real life, because at least the cat could probably pull off being a chick, but that's, no, like, come on now. Oh, another position that Dylan's very used to. Somebody sneaking up from behind her. And then there's another, candid photo of Tony trying to figure out, that chick's got an awfully broad back. Well, sorry, Tony, I got some news for you. Mulvaney has faced intense backlash for her recent gay campaign with Bud Light. Is it recent at this point in time? It's almost become a matter of record, a historical record. It happened all the way back in the beginning of April. Hell, even the end of March. So come on now. Yeah, which cost the beer company Anheuser-Busch $27 billion in market cap. Yo! According to Fox News. Bud Light initially defended the move before later offering a half-hearted apology, then a condemnation, and then saying that, no, it's just social media misinformation, bro. Meanwhile, everybody's like, yeah, I'll take anything that's not Anheuser-Busch from your shelf. That'd be great. Other brands such as Target, Nike, more on them in the next coming days, because they've done something even worse than, oh my god, you got a dude selling a sports bra. Don't worry, they're going after the kids this time. Spoiler, right? Cracker Barrel talked about them, and Kohl's talked about them recently as well. Have witnessed repercussions for releasing pride-related merchandise as well. Just pride-related merchandise. Oh, nothing specific? No, not a tuck-friendly swimsuit from Target. Not chest binders for kids. A little bit of a spoiler. Cracker Barrel, I don't know, with your gay rocking chair. It's kind of weird, right? Like, everybody was so focused on the rainbow-colored slats, but they didn't realize that there was the big red one that was poking out of the seat. Kind of weird how everybody glossed over that. And then Kohl's, yes, having their, a baby onesie that says it's okay to be I support my two mommies. I don't fucking remember. Target released Pride-themed clothing line for children, the tuck-friendly women's swimsuits. That, yes, you can go ahead and fold your labia. Oh, no, right. You can put your balls in the little pouch. The company shares have plunged 20% since mid-May, eliminating $15 billion. So $15 billion from Target. I think, like, the stock price for Kohl's ended up dipping by about a half. Cracker Barrel, don't know anything about the long-lasting implications of that, other than people are just kind of pissed. And when it comes to anybody sticking up for Bud Light, just take a look at all the smoke that Garth Brooks is getting right now for just saying, no, we're going to have everything on tap. A lot of people are just honing in on, you called us assholes. Well, if you kind of look at the entire quote in full context, didn't necessarily say that unless you kind of think you're an asshole, but he's just going to end up taking a dive. And we all know that restaurants operate on a razor thin margin. So if you know that you're going to be stocking something or putting something on tap that's just simply going to sit there and you're going to have to go through the laborious refund policy, like, why are you waiting in on this? Just take the easy W right now. Don't bother with a tap, and just book it for the end of the year, and hopefully all this stuff will blow over. I don't think it necessarily will, but when it comes from a business standpoint, you can go ahead and try to move in that way. That would have been so easy instead of having people just, I don't know, throwing out their Thunder Rolls albums. I don't fucking know. Then when everybody's singing along to Good Ride Cowboy, they just instead of quoting your good friend, Chris Ledoux, it's just Ledoux shit with using that Bud Light. Like, come on, man. Why do you have to be combative at this point in time? The company's shares, yes, plunged 20%, and partly due to investor concern about, all the shit that's going to be on the shelf because that boycott is fucking working. And then if nobody wants to talk about the boycott, you can go ahead and talk about those trans terrorists that keep calling in bomb threats, which nobody else wants to talk about. Ain't that fucking wild? But really nice dress for a guy. But yeah, man, I've seen that picture. You guys have also seen that picture, and that's fucking weird, dude. I don't get the whole, even blondes kind of, they don't have my color eyebrows. Let's call it that. And I've been with, they've all been biological women, but the few blondes, we've read the Bible a time or two, right? But none of them have, chemotherapy eyebrows like that. That's just, you were talking about, Dylan, this is, talking about not being able to get a date. And it's well, that look is definitely not going to be helping you, because that's just kind of fucking unsettling, man. It's like the creepy librarian assistant where it's no, I just don't follow me down this aisle because there's only one exit, and you just go away. However, woke companies are not letting the backlash prevent them from supporting gay communities. Yes, take a look at what Call of Duty's doing to great success. Yeah, more on that tomorrow. I just ran out of space today, but I think that should come out. It should come out tomorrow. Although Target did remove some Pride-themed merchandise. That's funny. Removed? Just moved it to the back, or it moved it out of some locations, but you could still purchase it online. They are a platinum sponsor of New York City Pride, which requires a $175,000 donation. I actually didn't know about that. In a recent interview with big gay magazine Them, Mulvaney expressed her thoughts on partnerships with transgender influencers. So, a good place as ever to round this out. If a brand wants to work with me so bad, they should start to work with other trans people too. It's not enough just to hire me, the white skinny trans girl. I want all the dolls getting all the brand deals. Oh, the trans thing is haram enough, but referring to your colleagues through other childlike means, that shit's kind of fucking weird if you ask me, but that's kind of apropos for somebody that thinks that's an appropriate look in today's day and age. Holy man, just don't mind the Adam's apple, right? I guess the eyebrows are there to distract from the obvious fucking lump. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.